so that we can lend as much support as we can to the men and women of the police department who are trying to do a good job. But certainly this kind of abuse at the hand of a police officer, you're handcuffed. If you're handcuffed, you are no threat to the policeman or policewoman who may have detained you. And so Miguel offered his apologies for not being here today, the honorable member for Cayo West, but felt that this was important enough an issue to him and his family, and certainly to many Belizeans who have been victims of police brutality, that he asked me to raise this issue on his behalf. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I recognize the member for Caribbean Shores.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the member for Albert for her intervention this evening on a very important issue, if indeed that is the case. I certainly will be reaching out to the honorable member for Cayo West, and not just because he's a member of this House, but I would do the same for any citizen of Belize who has a similar issue that they are facing or allegations of this sort. As you would know, member for Albert, it has been our stated and firm position since 2020 that we will not, from the Ministry of Home Affairs and from this government, countenance any sort of abusive or rogue behavior by police officers. And you are perfectly right in saying that it only takes one officer in order to spoil the bunch, so to speak. And so we have been very, very firm in our stance, not just when it comes to dismissal after a tribunal hearing, but charging them criminally in the event that it is that they have behaved in a manner that is not befitting of being a police officer. And so I want to join you in acknowledging all of the hard work and commitment that our officers do day in and day out. I know that it's a very stressful job, but I do not think that that means that they can then take it out on members of the public. And so I will definitely be getting the facts of the case from Honorable Guerra, and we will see where we can go from there. Thank you very much.
I recognize the Honorable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, as we end this meeting, I'd just like to remind the leader of the opposition. I also lived for 2 years in the South Side, I lived on George Street and Far West Street. Used to walk all of those areas when I went to college. And I have walked almost every street corner in the South Side along with our brothers right here. So I do know the South Side. But also I want to align with what the honorable member from Caribbean Shores have said when it comes to police brutality. I do understand sometimes the police are overstressed. I've seen it. Sometimes, they are trying to break up a fight and then people behind them, they knock them on the head, and so they're humans just like us. But that kind of behavior of hitting somebody with cuffs is completely, totally, utterly unacceptable by this government, and we need to work with haste with these individuals. And our prayers are with the family of the honorable member from Cayo West. I was not aware that happened. I would have called him already, and I hope and pray that his son gets better. That said, Mr. Speaker, best wishes to everyone, and I adjourn. Thank you.
Honorable members, the question is that the House do not adjourn. All those in favor, can they say aye? Aye. Those against, can they say no? I believe the ayes have it. The House now stands adjourned.